Hello, everybody. I'm Malaceo, and welcome to my channel. So, I just pretty much wanted to go over pretty much what my channel is going to overall be directed towards in the last or the next 3 months or so. So, essentially, this is December 1st, and I will be pretty much doing a whole like vlogmas type of thing because I do want to also get my channel off the ground, but I do have a lot of things to catch up with you guys about and to let you guys know what I'm doing when I'm pretty much getting ready to leave. So as of today, I pretty much have 60 days until I'm out of here. So just a little catch up from like the last video that I've done. I have been approved for my first house sit. I have an interview for another house sit today, and I have another interview in person where I'm gonna drive up and, like, meet her and talk to her and stuff, and that's gonna be tomorrow. I also have interviews and other things that I need to do as far as, like, meeting and talking and finalizing, like, my other financial venture or whatever, so pretty much all the things that I need to do where it's more like meet, greet, talk, the little final touches of interviewing and stuff like that is gonna be done pretty much this week. So the first week of December. What I'm also doing is I'm doing a fast so I can be able to better like manifest and get myself together mentally to block out and leave behind the negativity and the other stuff that I've been going through. So I don't take a lot of the issues with me or a lot of the trauma with me. So with the fast, also losing a little bit more weight, being more comfortable in my skin, detoxing from, because once I get stressed, for me, I eat or whatever I consume. Um, Also going over, places to go to for me to get my hair retied. Like, I literally did my retie over the Thanksgiving weekend, so it took me, like, 3 days or whatever to do it overall. So, I will be talking about that. I will be talking about decluttering. I will be talking about other things as far as, like, finances and what I'm getting ready to do far as prepping and everything. I think it's gonna be I don't know, like a fun time. Like I'm very new to showing my face and speaking, far as like being on YouTube and stuff like that. I've thought about doing it for years, but like I said, I didn't think that my life was that interesting or whatever for anybody to be interested. But in the mental process that I went through to get to this point where I just need to go, I need to leave, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. It has been I can't even say it's been like a roller coaster ride because a lot of things that happened to me, like, in the last 2 years or so of my life would make some people want to themselves out of here. But it was almost it was like permission for me to be like, "You need to worry about yourself, and you need to move on." And I feel a lot of things that's been happening, I'm like, I need to start speaking about it and getting people to understand once you remove yourself and your self-importance from helping other people or being there for other people or needing to get validation from like close friends, especially like family members, you get to be and I hate when people say selfish because like people feel like, I don't know, like selfish is such a negative connotation to it that people like, oh, I'm not selfish. I'm not selfish. But there's a selfishness where it's self-preservation, not being selfish. And I feel like especially for Black women, we need to fully engage in that. And for me, I just want to live a happy, simple life. Like I feel more happy, more ecstatic. I feel like I'm about to get out of here. And there is I am part of Exodus Summit, and a bigger portion of Exodus Summit is women that are older. And for me, I'm 33, yes. But I feel like for a lot of women in my age bracket and with my background, there's always this, oh, you need to up it, you need to do more, you need to do this and the other so everybody can see how great you are and how great we are as a community, where we should be living in it. Like, I was talking to my dad yesterday, and my dad was pretty much telling me, he's like, "You should be more than happy and proud of yourself. Like, how much money you put in, how much debt you got out of, even though it wasn't you, it was you helping and being a good partner that put you in that situation. Now you're out of it." So, I think at the end of the year, I might go down the line, and I feel like everybody should do that, is to talk about what they accomplished in the last year, if not 3 years and 5 years, just to re-up. Like, these are the things that I did accomplish. So, you might wanna look for that video, like, later. But back to this being, like, my 60-day, here I am. This is where I'm at. Stay tuned for other videos that's gonna come in pretty much every day this month. So, like I said, I'm trying to keep this as easy and as simple as possible. I am going to not be editing these videos. I'm sorry, but I'll save them and maybe I'll edit them and then re-upload them at a later time. But like I said, I have a lot going on, so I don't have the time to do it, like, between, like I said, like, my business, my other 2 YouTube channels. I have a lot that I have to do in a very short amount of time, and I'm also trying to practice what I preach when it comes to rest. I want to rest. I want to relax. I don't wanna overexert myself, and I wanna be in the moment. I wanna be happy, and I don't wanna feel like I'm always rushing. And it's also just letting things happen for you type of situation. I feel like another thing is this whole working for myself and especially with, like, within the arts, there is always more you could be doing. Like I said, I'll talk about it with my New Year's, resolution, just to reiterate, this is 60 days until I leave, or at least quit my job. Um, this is, like, my first day of me starting, like, my cleanse/fast for spiritual, mental, and physical benefits. To change how I eat and how I consume, and pretty much just getting everything together because it's a lot. I am planning on going to Thailand, but since there's so many ladies in the Exodus Summit, and I do want to open up my boundaries and invest more into being social and stuff like that. Because I can say that I'm an introvert, yes, but when I'm comfortable around people, definitely not. So I will be going through like my little situation. So it's up in the air. They're talking about Vietnam and stuff like that. So I might plan like after my dad's birthday, which is in February, because I do want to do something for him as a thank you. Do that and then dip out, go to Vietnam for like maybe a week or two. And then I'll, or maybe I might spend time in Vietnam or whatever. I just have to look at the visas and stuff like that and see how long I could potentially be staying there. So I will be there in Vietnam, definitely early February. And side note, did I tell you guys I'm trying to leave like end of January, like January like 31st. So you guys know, like when I say around 60 days, that's what I mean. So I will be doing that, but just to meet everybody and get a head start in talking to people and being friends. And I'm excited, be able to meet new people, start off fresh. Like it's to a point where you can just completely reinvent yourself and become the new you. So yeah, I'm trying to think about what else would I potentially want to do or think about doing because I have a lot, and I do mean a lot of plans when it comes to my business and when I'm going to retire and all of those things. And maybe like my life is just so easy that it feels like I'm retired anyway. I'm just like, I don't know, but just being hopeful and finally being able to leave and travel and eat and drink and be merry and see like all these places of like culture and like being able to relax and all you don't even have to worry about what you're wearing or what you're doing or going to work and people like you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna start to finish up this video because I'm trying to stay, like I said, at the 8 to 10-minute mark. That's not happening. It's already like 12:45. So, if you have any questions or anything you want me to make videos about, that's all, folks. All you have to do is just put it in the comments, and I will either answer a question in the video or I will get you to somebody, preferably maybe through Exodus Summit or something like that, where someone can answer your question. So, 60 days until I leave, starting my fast slash cleanse, and welcome to Vlogmas. This is gonna be a wild ride. Listen, it's gonna be wild. I am going to try, take it every day at a time to see y'all. All right? Bye.